afternoon, everyone. It's my proud privilege today to welcome you all for this second webinar in a series of 5 webinars organized by MGD. And I am also privileged to welcome Dr. Manisha Gaur. Dr. Manisha Gaur, warm welcome to this webinar organized by MGD, and thank you so much for sparing your time, for agreeing to be with us and talk to the girls. I also have the privilege of introducing Dr. Gaur to all of you. Dr. Gaur is working for the betterment of mental health of society in general, and especially children in particular, and children with mental disabilities. And she is working with children with disabilities such as autism, mental retardation, depression, schizophrenia, suicidal tendencies, dyslexia, and such. And not only does she work with them, but she is spreading awareness among the general public about these, which is very much required in our society. And she does it through seminars, workshops, print media, visual as well as social media. She is also launching a volunteer group, an NGO which will provide free service to the needy and poor, the disadvantaged section of the society. Dr. Manisha also provides specialized psychological services to the geriatric population, that is the senior citizens. Is regularly invited by the government and for various camps and seminars for screening children in schools, and also guiding and counseling the parents in looking after these children. Dr. Manisha is actively involved in manpower development and runs training programs and internships in psychology. She has trained various students from universities and colleges of India like Lady Shri Ram, Hindu College, Christ College, Bengaluru, Gujarat Forensic Science University, ICG University, Bengaluru, Amity University, and Sophia College, Ajmer. She is an avid researcher, has many international research projects to her credit. She is often invited as an expert at Patrika TV to give her opinion on various issues. She has many awards to her credit. She has been awarded INTAS Award for her paper presented in IPS National Conference, Ideal Woman Achievement Award in 2017, Tadka Women Recognition Award in 2018, Women of the Future Awards in 2019, Vivekanand Gaurav Samman in 2020. She is a founder member of Mental Health Awareness and Positive Thinking group named Positive Mind Happy Us on social media platform on Facebook, and she runs a YouTube channel with the name Positive Mind by Dr. Manisha. So I'm really fortunate to have Dr. Manisha with us today.
Beautiful ladies out here. Everybody must be aware of the topic we're going to have today. So we are going to talk about, I think all of you are aware of what we're going to talk about. I would like all of you to request that whenever I question or you to say something, please put it in the chat box rather than just speaking in between. That would be good. And if I would be asking some questions, I would want you to use the chat box for it. Okay, so we are talking about the adolescent sexuality and the social media, impact of social media. So the first thing what I want all of you to let me know, what do you understand by sexuality? So now it's a quick thing that use the chat box and just give me answer in just one word. What do you mean by sexuality? आप लोगों को सबको sexuality से क्या समझ आता है? What it is? Just one word answer. How one perceives themselves, it should be one's own. Some more? I've just got few of them. Some more. What else do you all feel? Self-confidence. Good. And inner self. Self-love. Good, good. And puberty. Right. And what else? Acceptance, gender identity. Good. And what else? Good. So there are so many. Thank you so much, girls, for participating like this. Exploring to know oneself, bold, exploring oneself, behavior towards others, body image. Right. So many girls are coming up with so many things. Sexual orientation. So they're close to it. Right. So this is what sexuality is. So let us talk. Let us see about it. See that what actually. I think there are some participants still coming. I'm trying to just admit them. Transfer of organisms. Right. So here we come with this. What is sexuality? Sexuality is a word which we use to talk about how we understand our bodies and how we understand our relationships. So when we talk about understanding bodies and understanding relationships, it is just not about what we talk about sex. It is much more than that. Sexuality is just not confined to sex. It's much more than that. So these are few things which talk about what sexuality is. It is our body, what we feel about our body, how do we feel about our body, thoughts and feelings, what kind of thoughts we have for the, about our femininity. Here are females, so I would talk about femininity, but what thoughts do we have if you're female about our femininity, about the masculinity, all these things. So thoughts and feelings about ourselves, then the gender, how do we perceive ourselves as gender, There are so many things, gender identity as a female, gender identity as a male, or sometimes it is the transgender. Sometimes, you feel that you're born as a female, but you have all the things just like a male. You feel like talking like them, your haircut like them, wearing clothes like them, behaving like them. So here comes your gender identity. Then relationships. What kind of relationships do you share with the people around you? How do you perceive those relationships? Those relationships are just not confined to, if we talk about sexuality, those relationships are not confined to sex. Those relationships are confined to your feelings. That do you have a sexual feeling or a romantic feeling or a feel that you want to sit and talk to the person or a feel that you want to spend plenty of time. That is the relationship. What kind of? Your values and beliefs. Your values and beliefs play an important role because we grow up hearing certain things. As females also, we grow up not going to talk to boys. इतना नहीं बात करना चाहिए. एक distance maintain करके रखना चाहिए. ये अच्छा होता है, ऐसा अच्छा नहीं होता. तो बहुत सारे values and beliefs. We have so many values and beliefs which we learn since our childhood from the families and school and everywhere also. So this is basically about sexuality. When we talk about sexuality, we take these three things very importantly. That is our gender identity, then our orientation about the sex, about the body, and our feelings for others. How do we feel for others? So this is what I would define sexuality as. So adolescents may be particularly at risk when we talk about sexuality. Why? Why does it happen so? So it basically happens because of the cognitive development. The brain of adolescents is not that mature. They understand the things, but they have not developed the decision-making power regarding the sexuality. That is why it is not, this is the period when they identify themselves. This is the period when they learn about themselves, and they are not very good at decision making. So adolescents are basically at risk during this time. The people admitting in, and this is coming on my screen. So here comes imitation, then acceptance, accessibility, psychological activation, and new learned behavior. Imitations, because of imitation, they are at risk because while they imitate, adolescents have that feeling that whatever they see in the movies, whatever they would see in the albums or magazines or on the YouTube or the models or other things, they would learn things more from them as compared to other things, the other way around, the books. The fact findings are not there. And what they are learning will get that acceptance. If one thing said repeatedly, anybody would feel, oh, this is correct. Similarly, those WhatsApp messages, if they, why is government telling us again and again that please verify your messages before forwarding them? Because they are always not so authentic. Similarly, adolescence is the age when they don't understand about it, whether this is that authentic or not, and they just imitate that and accept that. And when there is acceptance, accessibility also comes. More use of those social medias, more use of those sites, more use of those channels, they increase. If those peer people they are talking about, did you see that serial? Did you see Game of Thrones? Oh, that's an awesome series. And everybody would like to go. Acha, you haven't seen up till now. So the Game of Thrones nahi dekha abhi tak. The other day, the girl who has not seen would go home, download those series and would see. So that is accessibility. They get that access to do it. Then physiological activation. What happens in that physiological activation? What you're watching again and again. जो आप बार-बार देख रहे हैं. All those things, you think about that. Again, it's a thought process. And when we think about it, we learn new things. We learn new behaviors. We learn new behaviors about sexuality as well. So whatever, this is just an example of Game of Thrones. There can be many series which everybody is seeing. And Netflix is so much popular amongst teenagers because I have a child, I have a girl, adolescent girl who comes to me, and her parents are always with a complaint कि ये सारा दिन Netflix देखती रहती है. Netflix देखकर इसने अपने आप को इस तरह से कर लिया है कि ये कपड़े भी उसी तरह से पहनना चाहती है. Whereas the girl who's coming to me, they live in a small city. व्यावर है अजमेर के पास, वहाँ पे वो रहते हैं. वहाँ पे इतना people are not so modern that they would roam about just like in Jaipur or say like in Delhi or in Bombay. No, but still she imitates everything like that. So that is the new learned behavior which she's getting it after the physiological activation. Then you learn choices. Then you have, because you have accessibility, so adolescents have those choices. Okay, I have to see this, and they have a choices. कि पेपर पढ़ने से अच्छा है कि हम WhatsApp पे न्यूज देख लें, हम उन मैसेजेस को सुन लें, हम अपने फ्रेंड्स को सुन लें. So rather than getting into newspapers, they get into those social media messages forwards. Then third person effect plays a very important role on their brains. What is third person effect? Third person effect is basically that people who are seeing and reading messages from others. A small example. Your parents would say you something. You are not much bothered to understand that. Your teachers are saying something, it is better, because there is a fear factor. अगर हमने teachers की बात नहीं सुनी, तो we can get a punishment. अगर हमने कुछ बात नहीं किया, we might be taken to the principal. We might get the suspension. We might get some kind of punishment. So वहाँ पे थोड़ा सा, because of fear, they listen to the school. But जहाँ कोई fear नहीं है, that is the fear. the super pure, and that is the third person effect. You won't mind listening to your friends. Your friends would come and say, did you taste this? It tastes awesome. Did you try this restaurant? This is awesome. And once you get to know about that, did you watch this movie? And once you get to know about it and you find that authenticity about it from your friend, you would go that. That is the super peer. That yes, what my peer is saying is absolutely correct and I have to do it. Then there is the power of indirect. Again, the direct thing are the newspapers, the social medias, newspapers which serves authenticity, and the power of indirect. Direct is the advertisements what we used to see in the television. हम बहुत सारे ad देखते थे पर उन ads का इतना असर नहीं पड़ता है क्योंकि उन ads के अलावा हमारे पास circulated messages बहुत सारे आते हैं. We get so many circulated messages that we try and we think that oh these circulated messages has some sense and we have to follow them. If there is circulation, no ads would not. Earlier there used to be ads for, like now also there's we have ads for certain kind of alcohol, drinks and all these things. The brands, they do not talk about the alcohol directly, but they talk about the brands. So that brands would not affect, will not give that power directly. But if the friend is talking about that brand, about that drink, that's good, so you would certainly like to go and try that. You know, एक shot तो ले लेते हैं, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, एक से कुछ नहीं होता, try करके देखते हैं. So that is the power of indirect. Then that leads to substance use also. Marijuana is so common. Everybody feels I have so many adolescents coming to me who are consuming a substance like marijuana, cigarettes and this alcohol and all these things are okay. Hookahs is so much in trend. Similarly, marijuana is so much in trend. Joints लेना, सब कुछ करना. क्यों लेते हो? बस ऐसे ही अच्छा फील होता है, हाई फील होता है, रिलैक्स फील होता है. And because of that feel, they get into substance uses, and that is the power of indirect. All these are interrelated things which somehow impact the adolescents. What is the impact of social media on this? It's the body image. Everybody, all of us, we try to post the pictures which are best of things. हम उसको, we would change it. हम बहुत सारे उसके अंदर apps काम में लेते हैं, beauty apps काम में लेते हैं अपनी picture post करने के लिए. Nobody, and we post so many filtered pictures. Why? What is the reason behind it? Because we are conscious about the body image. Especially the adolescents are conscious about the body image. And why are they conscious about the body image? Because at every side, at every social media site, may it be magazines, may it be newspapers, may it be Instagram, may it be Snapchat, may it be Facebook, and so many of them which I must even not be knowing. So wherever they see all glamoured pictures. All the females are so glamorous with such a good figure. So any girl, and especially body image affects when the girls, the adolescent girls, see their own age mates in that glamour. When they see their own age mates in their glamour look, they try to post the pictures with filters. And when all this happens, that affects the self-esteem. Why does it affect the self-esteem? Because हमको अपना अच्छा picture post करना है. Maybe there's some boy who is trying to propose and it's happening and you're trying to post best of your pictures because it's so normal. Any female at any age would like to have an appreciation. मुझे भी अच्छा लगेगा, मेरी दादी को भी अच्छा लगेगा अगर अभी उनकी तारीफ की जाए, ओ आप इतने अच्छे लग रहे हो. So at any age that looks, it feels good if you're appreciated and if you're admired that oh you look so beautiful or you have such beautiful body, all these things. So that is the body image. For that reason, these adolescents try to post the pictures with lot of filters to get their appreciation. And if their appreciation is not there, that affects their self-esteem. That affects their self-esteem. They feel low. They go low with the confidence. Then comes envy. They envy, and if they are not getting those likes, those appreciations, admirations, then they envy their own friends, which again affects their own personality, their own psychological effects. Psychologically they become low. Then insecurity of losing relationships. If we do not post pictures, if we do not fulfill the demands of what my friends or what my boyfriend is asking for, if I do not fulfill the demand, if I do not post that kind of pictures, what my boyfriend is demanding for, the female, any adolescent girl, because she doesn't have that cognitive decision making power, uska bhi wo develop nahi itna hua hai, so she becomes insecure of losing the relationship. And because of that insecurity, there are girls who are coming up with a thing that they post their nude pictures also because they are in demand. I will tell you an example. A mother came to me for her daughter who was studying in 9th standard, and she came and she told me that my daughter posts बहुत confidentially, बहुत धीरे से, because she was feeling ashamed about it. But I think there's nothing to get ashamed about it. If there is some problem, it should be talking about it openly so that we can sort it out. So she said my daughter shares nude pictures to the boys. वो बाथरूम में जाके मिरर के सामने खड़े होके अपने अलग अलग डायरेक्शन से अलग अलग पोजेस क्लिक करके और अपने बॉयफ्रेंड को पता नहीं किन किन लड़कों को भेजती रहती. When I spoke to her, when I talked to that girl, then I found out about the few issues about the relationships with the parents, then with the friends, her interaction with the friends, and the entire circle about it. I'll talk about it. Discuss about it later in the video in this presentation only. So these are the insecurities and issues which make you do things so that you do not lose certain things which are not so important. Then virtual sharing, which I've already spoken to you about. Then premature promiscuities. These are the consequences. What are the consequences for it? Do you have an idea about the consequences, girls? Can you please type it quickly in the chat box? If you have an idea about the consequences, quickly type in the chat box. Yes. There are so many consequences. Everybody is like sharing. So we can, I will tell you about the consequences. It is sexually transmitted diseases which affects everyone. The adolescent teens, because they are not adolescents, because they are not much aware of how to go through the proper process. So that sexually transmitted diseases, then the pregnancies, then early abortions, early pregnancies, abortions, and early motherhood. All these things gradually shatter them. So these things should not happen. What are the things that affect negatively then? These were the things which are affecting, these were the things, social media aspects, which are negatively affecting the things. So pseudo-impression and management, that also, how does it psychologically affect that pseudo-impression of management, that we are managing things so well, it is so well organized, we have such a good relationship, इतना अच्छा boyfriend है, सब कुछ बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है, सब कुछ अच्छा. जहाँ पे वो चीजें insecurities आती है, जहाँ पे breakups होने लगते हैं, जहाँ पे problems create होने लग जाती है, जहाँ पे आप जो लड़के आपसे डिमांड कर रहे थे वो आप फुलफिल नहीं कर पाते हो, इस तरह के प्रॉब्लम्स होने लग जाते हैं. तो फॉर फीमेल फील्स इधर शी गेट्स वेरी शेलो, वो बहुत ज्यादा स्लो हो जाती है. ब्रेकअप से तो हर कोई एकदम टूट सा जाता है. सो दैट इधर शी गेट्स शेलो, काइंड ऑफ डिप्रेस्ड. आई वुड नॉट से कंप्लीटली इनटू डिप्रेशन, बट काइंड ऑफ डिप्रेस्ड. देन aggressive, and aggression comes up on the family because she cannot share it with the family members that what she's going through. She can talk to friends, but she cannot talk to friends all the time because how much can the friends explain them? Friends can explain them to that level only because as much as she can explain to herself, because the level of maturity of all the adolescents is almost same. It is not that they have grown a lot. So I would not advise you all to Ask your friends all the time. Sometimes, you can talk to people with a lot of confidentiality who can give you a right advice. If you've gone through some breakup, or if you're into some relationship, if there is some relationship issue, how can that be tackled out? That can be spoken about. So that gets you into aggression. Then, oh, we are running out of time. Then the misconceptions. They have a lot of daring attitude कि अच्छा ये करके दिखाना है, those challenges, friends का आपस में जो challenge होता है, करके बता, उस लड़के से बात करके बता. That sense, oh, you didn't have that, and then because of those challenges, because of those daring attitude, they get into sexual relationships, which they do not know completely about. So they have. Social media has some positive things also, like extended friendships, school and sports. These kind of things, they get to know much about the sports. They get to know much about the schools. Schools के जो friends हैं, उन सब से बात हो जाती है, उन सब से बहुत कुछ नया सीखने को मिलता है. उसी तरह से experiences हमारे हो जाते हैं, connectedness हम feel करते हैं. You feel lot of connectivity amongst people. You get learn to know so many opportunities. Oh, this person is doing this. I should get into it. This can be done in this manner. So many opportunities can be seen. Then supportive environment. Supportive environment, I would really like to specify, because what happens is when people are not getting support, especially if some LGBT people, LGBTs, lesbians, gay, bisexual, and the transgender people. So all these people, this group, when they are not able to express themselves, they are not able to talk about it with the fear that people will make fun about them, or it is not considered normal, it is not fine. So they look for that support on social media. They find out there are certain groups where they can share their feelings, and that gives them feeling of comfort. They feel relaxed, they feel calm. So in that case, this supportive environment is helpful for them. Adolescents generally find out about if they're going through some emotional problems or anything. सबसे पहला काम जो वो लोग करते हैं, they put that and search for it on internet. So it is a supportive environment as well. Share and discuss essays, music, movies, and games. So many things have to be shared of, and they exchange that. So that is the positive side of social media. They find support. I've already spoken about it. They gain answers about, of course, the diet, fitness, drug use, sexual health. Adolescents are so much aware about themselves and so much conscious about themselves, because they want to look fit, they want to look smart, they want to look good. So अपने diet का ध्यान रखना है. ये सारी searches उनकी internet पे चलती रहती है. They search about all those things on internet. So social media is somehow beneficial for them in this manner. So what to do and how to do? This is something important which is taking place. Yes. So minimize your social media usages. If you want to get away, if you want to stay away, so there's, things if done in right time and right way is not wrong. But if it is done with incomplete knowledge, then of course it is always wrong, because उसके बहुत सारे consequences होते हैं. So इसके लिए अपने अंदर ये awareness लानी पड़ती है that you should minimize your social media time. 12 hours. There's a study which says about 12 to 13 hours every day adolescents spend their time in social media, whatever, maybe Insta, YouTube, or anything. Whereas the social media time is just 30 minutes. None of us are following that. It has to be followed in this manner. So you can minimize your social media usage. You can put on the reminders. You have many apps on your phones which will remind you that you have spent that much of time. Stop doing that, so that it doesn't affect you. It doesn't affect you cognitively also, on your mental health also, because excess social media use, excess of all these things may lead to depression, may lead to anxiety, and may lead to many psychological disturbances. So don't get carried away by the false impression. Your glamorous, all the heroines for posting their pictures doesn't look that glamorous always. So take care that what you are, you're beautiful with your thoughts. It is not always the body which should look beautiful. knowing your desires. It is important for you to know your desires, to have that boundaries, that if you're talking to a boy, what are your feelings for that boy? Is it that you're getting carried away? Is it that you want to have sex with that person? Or is it that it is just that you're liking the company of that person? Or it is just that you have that romantic kind of a feeling that you want to have those romantic words, lovey-dovey words with him? So you need to know your desires. If you know your desires, you will not be carried away and you will not be used. So you have to take care about your desires as well. So limit settings and rewarding boundaries. If you set your limits and you appreciate yourself, you pet yourself, you stay good to yourself, then of course things are going to work in much better way. Self-reflection every day before going to bed. Just give 15-20 minutes to yourself and just think what you did the entire day. And all what you did on the social networking side, was it okay? Are you going in the right direction? Is it worth for you? Is it creating some kind of disturbances in your psychological, in your emotional life? If you are able to answer these questions, you'll be able to sort out things. So girls, self-reflection is very important. Do go through all these things. Social bonds, of course, social bonds. Because of that, there's a study which says if there is social bond, if there is strong relationship between parents and children, and there is school, and the schools are playing important role in teaching about sexualization, sex, and all these things, then of course the sex happening among the adolescents gets delayed. So these religious organizations and all these organizations play an important role in all these things. So what is the take-home message? I'm just hurrying up because we're very short of time. Your message is a key source of information and advice to all of you that think about it several times before you get into any activity. Self-reflection is important, and learn to know yourself before getting into any act. Once you know yourself, once you know your desires, once you know your what you want to achieve, everything completely, you will never go wrong. And of course, important thing is talk about it. Please don't feel shy talking about it. Talk about it. Help keep in touch wherever you are and wherever those people, maybe you might have some teacher whom you're close to and can discuss everything, or you can take help of the professionals, but take help of people when you're stuck up rather than getting into all those acts. Like I had I'm taking online calls also these days, sessions. So I had a girl called me up. She had issues with a distant relationship. And because of this problem, there are many issues going up with the distant relationship. So do you think aggression and fighting out with the things are the solutions for it? No. Talk to the person, you might get better solutions for it. So thank you so much. I hope I completed in time.